Hello, people of the interwebs. Today we're going to be making a delicious chocolate-covered strawberry. My name's Chef Cash White, and I'm here today because God delivered me from my circumstances and led me to a place where I can share my love of cooking with you. Today, we're gonna be making chocolate-covered strawberries, chocolate-covered strawberries, chocolate-covered strawberries,
chocolate-covered strawberries.
But we're gonna do a little bit of a different twist. We're actually gonna dip it in a couple of different toppings that I think you'll find mighty interesting. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with some strawberries. I went and bought the organic strawberries. I find that they have a better flavor. They're a little bit sweeter. The only problem is they're a little bit less uniform in size. These have already been rinsed and dried. You want to make sure that they're very dry so that we can get the chocolate to stick to it. I have 72% cocoa dark chocolate bits. We're gonna melt that down. You can use milk chocolate if you like, or semi-sweet. I like the dark chocolate, and I'll show you why here in a second. It's because of one of our toppings. Let's get rolling over here. So what we've done over here is we've actually set up a double boiler. What a double boiler is you have one pan that has a small layer of boiling water, a light boil, and then you're gonna place another pan on top of it so that the steam is actually what is gonna be heating up the outside of this bowl to melt the chocolate. That way you get an even distribution of the heat all the way throughout, and it doesn't get too hot or too cold in different spots. So what we got is a very medium boil. We're gonna place this bowl on top. I'm using a medium bowl. Sometimes you'll see somebody use a glass bowl. Check the bottom of the glass bowl and make sure that it's okay to do that. A lot of the glass isn't set up to do things like this, and it will crack, and that can get pretty scary. As soon as we put it on here, this chocolate starts to melt, and just keep it moving around. Once the chocolate curdles, there's no going back. So you have to keep it moving and keep an eye on it at all times. Once the chocolate actually curdles, it gets a granular texture. It sort of separates the oils from the cocoa on the inside. Keep it moving, keep it scraped off the sides. That steam is providing just the right amount of temperature, just the right amount of heat, so that it doesn't burn the chocolate. Chocolate's also notorious for burning. If you need to take it off the heat, get your water, it's boiling a little too hot. I'm gonna pull that down just a little bit, and I'm gonna keep my chocolate moving. You can go on and off the heat, it's all good.
What do you mean by heat?
So when you're dealing with the law of thermodynamics, what heat is the actual friction that is driven between two molecules as they vibrate.
What do you mean by vibrate?
Vibrate is to oscillate like this. That's what vibrate means. All right.
What do you mean by right?
Opposite of left. Take a look at that. Perfect. I'm gonna get my strawberries, and this is the easy part. Take your little strawberry and dip it on in there just like that. Get it covered and then lay it on. You can use tin foil here, or you can use parchment paper if you like. I have two different toppings, so we're gonna make three different kinds. We're gonna start with just the regular chocolate. The next one I'm gonna make, I'm taking the dark chocolate, I'm gonna get a nice coating on the outside, and I'm gonna dip it in the macadamia nuts. Okay, we got some macadamia nut coated one. And then the next one, I have some crumbled crisp bacon. I know, sounds weird, right? Promise you, it's gonna be delicious. That sweetness from that bacon with that bitterness of the chocolate is gonna be amazing. This chocolate is starting to change temperatures, get back to room temperature. When it does that, it starts to separate a little bit. It gets a little chunky, so I'm trying to hurry and get through the rest of these strawberries. Once you melt it once, it's almost impossible to get it right, correctly melted again. So you gotta get through them as quick as you can. What I'm gonna do for now is I'm actually gonna pop these in the fridge for about 20 or 30 minutes, and we'll bring them back out and we'll take a look and give them a little tasty poo. I did say tasty poo. Walking down the street, just growing my berries, I met this cutie. Her name was Mary. I said, Mary, hey, how you like your berries? She said, dipped in chocolate, wrapped in macadamia nuts with bacon. That's what we did today. So Mary had a great idea whenever we dipped these in the dark chocolate. So the idea of the dark chocolate is to really offset the sweetness of the strawberry. The dark chocolate has that bitterness. We've had it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. We pulled it out. The chocolate's gotten nice and hard on the outside. We have a candy shell. So the only test that's left to do is to try one. All right, let me tell you guys something. These are terrible. If you make them at home, you just need to bring them to me or mail them to me, and I will eat them all. Man, I really love being able to share recipes like this with y'all. I hope y'all enjoy it too. Make sure you click subscribe, click the little bell next to it. Guys, thank y'all for watching. Remember, keep the faith. Enjoy the food. I love y'all. Good night. I'm not as clean or as precise as a chocolatier, which is a professional person, somebody that works with chocolate professionally. I just know what I like and I know what I feel like tastes good.
What do you mean by taste good?
Really?